We run hard-hitting, interactive motivational workshops and programs to young people, vulnerable adults. One of our strongest courses over COVID has been Stand Up for Yourself, which is a confidence through comedy course. We've been running it for Islington Summerversity with teenagers over the last 7 years. Last year, because of COVID, because of mental health, we ended up partnering with Mind. We've been now working with Mind in Barnet, Newham. I think there might be somebody in Mind from Islington on the call. It would be great if you wanted to get in touch. The feedback, the outcomes have been absolutely fantastic. The power in comedy is massive, especially when you're struggling, when you're feeling challenged. It helps people really dig deep to bring out their bigger selves, and also they all choose what to write about. And generally, and what has happened over this last year is people, especially Ro as well, who's one of my funniest participants ever, who joined us in Islington last year, and I'm not just saying that, Ro, chose to talk about stuff that had been really difficult and challenging in their lives. And this has been quite an emotional journey for me, because we've never ran this in a pandemic, and after last year it was total proof of how Stand Up for Yourself really does help improve people's well-being and mental health. And it's given people the confidence after the course. It's not about them becoming stand-up comics, although Ro, I think you make a great one. It's about we've had clients have the confidence to then set up their own business, go into it, further education, just take action in other areas of their lives, because it's about achieving that result at the end. And I'm so used to midway people trying to pull out. We have people suffering from mental health issues who are spending most of the week in bed but managed to get online. We were doing it with young adults from Mind online last year, and it was just wonderful to have this 2 hours of laughter that just invigorated everybody, and then we all went back to our lives. And if I can just quickly, I'm speaking so quickly, but if I could hand over to Ro, and Ro, if you want to just share something, we've literally got a couple of minutes, that would be great. So Ro joined us face to face in the first lockdown last summer in Platform in Islington.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm Ro. So the course came at a really interesting time for me, because I was just coming out of a mental health crisis, and I was still struggling to move forward and put it behind me. What the course did was help us all to take our pet peeves and life experience, like the pettier the better, and the painful ones too, and find the funny in them. And for me, going into what was painful for me and finding a way to smile and laugh about it really helped me process and find a way to view it from a new perspective. I was able to talk about my therapist and about staying in hospital with mental health, which I never would have been able to do if it wasn't for comedy. Like, to walk into a room and to share my story through comedy without feeling ashamed and without feeling like people would feel sorry for me was really just, it was freeing. Also, it was hilarious being around all the people in the group making comedy. We were all finding funny in life together, and I felt supported and understood. Really, I surprised myself out of the rut that I was in by doing the course, and it's this really, really good memory that I'm clinging on to through this year of lockdowns. So thanks to Tash and Head Held High for the opportunity to do the course, because I did leave with my head held high.
If you're trying to make me cry, you're doing really well, Ro.